to first start off by saying thank you. Thank you just for being you. For being here. For being there when I needed you. I say that as a son myself. I'm grateful to my father for everything that he's done. And I'm grateful for the fact that I know not many people have that experience. But I want you, my son, to have that experience and a better one. That is the goal of being a parent. To be a better parent than the ones that we had. Both because that's our job, that's what we're supposed to do is improve, but also so that you can be the best version of you. And I know that kind of puts a lot of pressure on you. And I don't mean for it to be pressure, but I know it will probably happen nonetheless. So allow me to ease that pressure by saying that I am proud of you, no matter what, no matter who you turn out to be. I will always love you. Getting to see you grow, getting to see you change, getting to see you becoming the person you want to be. Facilitating that, helping you reach that. That's my whole purpose. I love you and I'm so proud of you. Watching you take your first steps, hearing you babble and say your first words, hearing you yell randomly. There is nothing about what you've ever done that I just can't adore. And that's because you are my son. And you may not always be my son. Someday you might be my daughter. You might be my non-binary little being who, no matter what age you are, you'll always be my treasure, you'll always be my baby, and I will love you to the ends of the earth no matter what. I will always be proud of you, I will always care about you. Because you bring into my life a joy that I cannot fathom. Me and your mother, we wanted you, right? This was no accident. We planned for this, and I know not a lot of parents get that opportunity to plan these things. But even in our planning, I never, ever fathomed that this would be such a magical experience. And I know it's not magical for everyone. But it is to me. And you are to me. My son. From the moment I held you, and even before then, really, I knew my life was going to change drastically, and it's changed for the better. Yes, there were some sleepless nights. Yes, there's some restlessness. Yes, there's some fussiness, but I wouldn't trade any of those days. I wouldn't trade any of those moments in your life. If I were to choose my fondest memory, that's incredibly difficult. Because I treasure all of them. The moment you said Dada, you didn't know what it meant. You were just saying the word. The moment you said Mama, the joy that burst forth from me and your mother, that was just, again, so magical. And now getting to play with you, getting to do all of those things. I know Father's Day is supposed to be about me, and I guess turning this into me reflecting about you, my son. Again, I love and am grateful for my own father, and I show him that appreciation as well as my mom. I love them both dearly. I wouldn't be the person I am without them. But who I choose to be now, who I am, and where I go, is very much now tied and shaped by you, my lovely boy, my sweet son. I will never see this as a burden. I will never see this as too much. My heart, I cannot explain. I don't remember very much of my life before you. Even when you were inside your mom, I don't remember any of it. It was all such a blur. The life-changing moment, hearing you cry for the first time, knowing that you were alive. Your first surgery was scary for me. Scariest fucking thing. But I remember when you were first born, the first day you were crying, I panicked. I had my first full-on panic attack. I didn't know what to do. I felt so useless. Turns out you were hungry. But after that, I have never panicked. I was so scared with your surgery, though. Seeing the tubes hooked up in your tiny body. Seeing you so helpless and groaning in pain, not being able to comfort you was the hardest thing, but look at you now. Walking around and jumping and playing so bravely, even though there's a part of me that's just terrified something could happen to you. I'm not going to let that stop you from being playful. I'm not going to let that stop you from enjoying your life. I think as a parent, I'm always going to worry something terrible happening to you. But I know that that's not within my power either. You will live and you will experience life in a way that I can't control. I can only be there to support. And I can tell you right now, this journey that we take together, I am profoundly ready for it. I know I'm not going to be perfect, and please forgive me for not being perfect. I wish I could be a perfect father, but there is no such thing as a perfect father. All of us make mistakes, some more egregious than others, absolutely. But fathers, true dads, people who are there, are present, who are guiding, who are loving, supportive, we exist. Before you, I thought I knew what I wanted in my life. And to a certain extent, I always knew I wanted to be a dad. And I'd love to have siblings. I'd love to give you siblings. But with the state of the world as it is, and things being difficult enough, I want to focus on raising you, treating you right, teaching you right from wrong, and not just from my perspective, but from a world's perspective. Giving you a complicated, nuanced take on the world and not just a simple black and white one. Because the world is a collage of colors. It is not just black and white. We can step outside and see how beautiful and terrifying everything is together. I want you to know that I'm not going to hold you to my standards. I will teach you what I can, but I will not judge the person you become. Do I fear what the future may hold? Sure. Do I fear where you might end up? A little bit. But I think that's a bit of a father's true prerogative. We worry about you because we want to see you flourish. We want you to succeed. We want you to live happily. And unfortunately, this world is not perfect. It is strife with war. It is strife with people who want over others. And while I would love for you to be as selfless and as giving and loving as we hope to be to you, I understand that your experience of the world will be yours. I will accept you as you are no matter what. You will always be my child. You will always be the person I love the most. And that isn't to say that I don't love your mother more than anything in the world. But you are the cumulation of our love. You are the best, I hope, the best parts of us, thriving in a world. I know that you'll eventually pick up some of my worst qualities, probably. That's inevitable. But we'll work through that together. I am not going to stop trying to be the best person that I can be for you, for your mother, for the people around me. Not because I'm seeking perfection, but because I want to continue growing. I want to be open-minded. I don't want to be like those people who tell you you have to be a certain way or reject their kids or never talk to them. And I know the best way to do that is to love you unconditionally, because I do. The only condition is that you are my child. And even then, are you ever truly mine? When you grow up, when you're old enough to make your own decisions, you are not mine to control. You never were. You were mine to guide, to teach, to show you how to survive in this world, and how to build community and help others and build empathy. That is the only job that I have that matters. To facilitate growth, and I know I can't prepare you for every situation. I can't foresee every situation. I can't predict the future. I don't know the hardships that you'll go through. Especially when there are people who don't care for their children, who have them but don't raise them, who have them but can't be there, or don't want to be. You will meet people who you will have to teach empathy. Not because it's your job, but because otherwise they may be lost themselves. But you don't have to take that responsibility. You don't have to do anything to be worthy of love, to be worthy of existence. You know I'm Catholic. I was raised that way, and despite everything, I still find comfort in the faith. Maybe not so much the church itself, but the faith itself, the nature of the thing. And again, teaching you that nuance, teaching you the difference, why I connect with it, because I've had a lot of positives with the religion. And that may, unfortunately, not be what you experience. I know it's not the experience of others, and I don't begrudge them for hating what my religion has become, what it's been, what it is. But there is some goodness in there, and it's helped guide me. But I won't hold you to being what I am. You will find what guides you, what guiding principle, what thing that motivates and inspires you. And I will be happy because you found that. And maybe you won't. Maybe this world will prove too cruel and too hateful. Certainly it's tried. Just look at what's going on in Florida right now. Especially to our people, as Latinos. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, who you are, who you wish to be, I can't change that. I don't want to, but I want to understand and accept. I know there will come a time when the switch will turn and you'll hate me. Everything I do will annoy you. And maybe that won't happen, but I know that it is a very big, real possibility. But no matter how much anger and hostility you have towards me, and that's normal in adolescence, I will strive to keep an open mind. I will strive to love you unconditionally and be supportive. Every day will be an effort specifically for that. So that you never feel that no matter how much pain you experience in this world, there will always be a place for you. There will always be a safe place for you. I will never abandon you. And the wonderful thing about our faith, my faith, whether it's yours or not, but in my faith, even if I die, even if I don't get to grow with you and see you turn into the person that you were always meant to be, even if I'm not there, if something happens, I will always be with you. I will always watch over you. I will always be in your heart because you are always, every moment of every day since before you were born, since your conceptions, you and your mother have been in my heart and always will be there. I love you to the moon and back. I love you beyond measure. And while I hope you don't become some, mega criminal or anything, I'll understand. And I will never, ever, ever hate you. How could I? The fear is real for me. Not knowing. But that's also the exciting part. That's the adventure of life. The not knowing. Me and your mom used to talk about what kind of kid you'd be. Would you be a dinosaur kid? Would you be, a superhero kid, a princess kid, whatever it is? And right now, you don't. In this moment, right now, as you're growing, you don't know, you don't care. You just like playing with things. You're beautiful. In your simplicity, in your innocence, you are just magnificent to me. But I am still so excited to see what you get into. Sharing experiences with you. Watching movies. giving you a sense of wonder. Just sharing moments. I can't wait. And we have some of that now. Every time I lift you in the air doing the Superman theme, getting to watch you be my little Superman, the way you giggle. You are so precious to me. I love you so much. And I am proud of you. You will always be my little Superman. You don't have to do anything. You just are super to me. Thank you so much for being my son. Thank you for being you. Hello, everyone. I'm still a little emotional right now. I wanted to share these moments with you. Not for any parasocial reason, but I know there's a lot of people who may need to hear these things. It's Pride Month, which, ironically, Father's Day falls in Pride Month, and I know a lot of you may not have fathers who are proud of you, but I am proud of you. Be who you are. Know that you are loved unconditionally by people around you. No one should expect anything of you. Part of the reason I wanted to share this, though, is as a father, as a dad, there's always this unrelenting terror of what if something happens? What if something happens either to my son or to me? And I say that because I love my child. I want to be there. I want to be present, and I want to see him grow. These audios are more for him and my own catharsis. And I think as long as the channel is alive, as long as I'm doing this, Father's Day will be a reflection on what it is to be a parent and those experiences that I have, almost like a diary of like seeing him grow. For him. For him. I will always tell him all of this. I will always be this upfront and honest with him. But in the horrible case that for whatever reason I am not there, he'll still have a place to hear it. Mickey, my boy. My beautiful son. For that is what I know you right now in this moment. That's all I know you as. I don't know who you are when you're listening to this. But know that I love you more than life itself. I love you so much. For my audience, I'm sorry, I'm a blubbering mess right now. No, I'm not sorry, fuck you. I'm a parent and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my emotions. I'm proud that I feel this way. That I can show my son, if that is what he still is, I can show my child to express emotion without fear. This is more a journal entry, more like a blog than it is an audio, and I apologize for that, and maybe I should private this video, but I know that also, with it being Father's Day, when this releases, some of you may have parents that have passed, some of you may not have parents that accept you, and I know some of you may crave what I am putting out for my own child. May this be a comfort to you. May this audio help you in some way. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. Thank you for allowing me to have this. Thank you for giving me this space to, experiment and, always try something different with my channel, but more importantly, for audios like these that are not necessarily meant for an audience beyond my family. Thank you for that. Again, I do hope this helps. I do hope that this gives you something deeper for you. Thank you for allowing me to be so selfish as to make this personalized audio for my own son. Thank you for sharing with me these very real tears, these very real fears, these very real things. Thank you for allowing me to be human. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna sign this off the way I normally do. I just want to say, I am proud of you all. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Know that you are worth a lot more than you may think. And I mean this to you personally, whoever's listening to this right now, you yourself are worthy of love, are worthy of acceptance, are worthy of that sort of nuance. And with it being Pride Month, I just want to say, live your truth. Live as you are, who you need to be. You should not have to be afraid, and I'm sorry that this world has made it so difficult, especially right now, with everything going on. It will get better. This is just the dark before the dawn. I know it in my heart that things will get better. So thank you. And to the other fathers out there who truly know what it is to be a dad, who know the difference, thank you for what you guys do. Thank you to my own father, who I know is never going to listen to this audio, not because he just doesn't know. I love you, Dad. You don't know how to work technology. That's not your fault. Thank you all so much. That being said, I'm not gonna make an NSFW audio for Father's Day. I can't. It's one of those things where I guess certain things are sacred to me, and this is one of those. I might release something later, but like, no, I can't, especially after how raw and emotional this audio was. I can't even fathom that right now. My headspace is completely separate from that right now. It's it's leagues away from my mind right now. So I apologize if anyone's disappointed by that. But like this is deeply personal and meaningful to me. So yeah, I'm not going to go there right away. I'll make it up to you guys somehow. In the meantime, thank you so much. Please take care of yourselves.